Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. On Breakfast with Bob.
Thank you, Poncho Man. Our next guest, Beth and Liza James, the very first duo, female duo, to finish the Ironman World Championship. Beth and Liza join us. Beth, how are you doing?
Oh, we are wonderful. Thrilled to return.
It's so good to have you back here. So last year, you guys were the first duo to finish here. I know in 2019, didn't make the cutoff time, but come back. How did you train differently after not making it in 19?
Oh, goodness. I can't quite say training differently, but learning the knowledge of the course, training more in the different variables as far as the climate and the hill climb. Just also just peace of mind, experiencing it once and setting the goal again.
And what people might not understand, so you pull Liza in a raft, and then she's on a trailer, this trailer.
Yes.
On the bike, and then you push the same trailer in the run.
Yes.
What do you think weight-wise are we talking about? Because your typical cyclist is 150, 160 pounds, and they've got their 20-pound bike, so they're dealing with 170 pounds. You're dealing with a lot more.
Well, yes, we are, but a lot more happiness at the finish line. We have an alpaca raft that Liza's very cozy, safe in. I feel very confident pulling her in that raft from a safety standpoint. And then Liza's adaptive chair is excellent. It's customized to fit her different needs and body length, etc. And this chair, after we unhook from the back axle on the bike segment, quickly attach to the front wheel and we're off.
That's unbelievable. So I remember with Dick and Rick Hoyt back in the day, who were the first duo to do an Ironman. Dick, we figured out that he was pulling about 350 pounds heading up towards the RV.
Yes.
And I'm guessing that you guys are definitely north of 250.
Yes, I'm 130. Liza's 100-ish pounds. Her adaptive star chair is very efficient, less than 30 pounds. So we have a little weight to pull, but then we're going up, then we fly down.
You fly down, don't you? So when you talk about everything that you've gone through, and we're starting with July 4th, 2004. That's right, that was a bad day. So there was you guys were out there on the 4th of July.
Yes.
And then there was two kids who were drag racing. And they
Yes.
hit your car, and what happened?
Yes, two individuals drag racing. We were turning left at an intersection. Didn't see them due to the subtle climb north of us, actually. So it was just a nip on the bumper of our vehicle when the other vehicle hit us. But it was traumatic. Very thankful her big brother and sister were not injured. I was not injured. But it's a miracle Liza is alive today. And to keep her active and happy is my purpose.
And when did you realize that being out there and being active, because you were a triathlete and runner beforehand, when did you realize that that sport would be so cathartic for Liza?
Well, my first triathlon, just myself, was year 1999, Ironman Florida. Liza was happy and enjoying the beach. I qualified for the Boston Marathon a year later, and I learned of Team Hoyt during that event, which, hindsight now, I'm forever thankful. But even prior to the accident, Team Hoyt inspired me. They touched my heart.
Yeah.
I was just fascinated. So I reached out to Mr. Hoyt, and immediately after finally bringing Liza home from the hospital and really needing to get out, to go for a jog, to clear my head,
Sure.
get Liza active and moving again. So it was one step at a time, but Dick Hoyt responded. I also learned I honestly cannot remember the magazine, Running Magazine, Triathlete Magazine, about your triathlon in La Jolla, and I set a goal to take it one step at a time again, but also get the right equipment and join the Challenged Athletes Foundation in La Jolla for your triathlon. Therefore, that was Liza's first.
That was her first triathlon,
Yes,
San Diego
thank
Triathlon
you.
Challenge.
Thank
back
you.
in 2015.
Yes.
Wow. And of course, there's 150 other challenge athletes out there, so that people are comparing notes and so many other.
Oh, yes.
At that point, did you start thinking about, okay, we did this one, why can't we do more?
Why not? She showed happiness. Her equipment was amazing. I felt better. She felt better. It was beautiful how Liza was touching others.
Yes.
So therefore, from many angles, we were just not going to stop. We explored, continued.
And you've got your 2 other children.
Yes.
And obviously that affects the entire family unit when something like this happens. How
Yes.
have they adapted to
Oh,
this?
they're wonderful. Her big sister Alex is a teacher in.
Look at, we have more ice.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hydration, Liza. Her big sister's doing well. 2 children, extended family. She's a special education teacher and a counselor. Her big brother, JD, is doing well. And 4 children. So we are very thankful the entire family's doing well. 6 grandchildren's keeping myself busy as well as Liza.
So when you finish this, and you will probably hopefully go faster than you went last time.
Absolutely.
That's
We'll
the
do our
goal.
best.
Then you're heading right to LA
Yes.
to join the 620-mile CAF $1 Million Challenge down the coast of California. And you'll be riding the last few stages
Yes.
of that ride
Yes.
with 175 other cyclists, then doing the triathlon
We are.
in San Diego.
So it's a fabulous 2 weeks, and we're so happy to be here and so thankful to join the Challenged Athletes Foundation again for your major fundraising event that is off the wall. Excellent.
That is so cool. And what other events are you guys running marathons as well?
No, we are signed up for Ironman Cozumel in November.
Wow.
And next year we are participating in the 70.3 Boulder. And we also have a goal to return to the World Championship next year, either the 70.3 or the full. We're just going to keep charging forward.
When you train, how do you train? Because you're obviously always pulling something. Do you use sandbags? What do you do?
I do. Especially behind the bike. Pushing Liza during a run, I can find good, safe locations. Cycling, I'm either training indoors on a good kicker trainer, or outdoors, yes, I put 100 pounds of sand in her amazing chair and take off.
Wow. And after finding Challenge Athletes Foundation, how important have they been to you guys?
Oh, nonstop. It's just a beautiful extended family. And the reason, it touches my heart that you're touching individuals of all ages,
Yeah.
all disabilities, you name it, across the world. So it doesn't have to be a triathlete. It doesn't have to be a runner. It doesn't matter the age or the goals or the ambitions. Challenged Athletes Foundation, you're touching so many people. And that melts my heart. We want to continue to share CAF's name and do our best to motivate others.
I love that. When did you do your first triathlon, besides San Diego Triathlon Challenge, first 70.3 or full
Well,
with Liza?
my very first triathlon was before sweet 26-year-old Liza was born.
Yes,
I enjoyed a sprint triathlon.
me too.
Yes.
I love sprints. Yes.
One step at a time. So it's been quite a few years, but now to participate with her is the bottom line.
When you first found out that you've been accepted to participate in here, it's like the good news, bad news. Good news, we're in. Bad news, we better figure out how to get to the finish line.
This course is very incredibly challenging. I'll say it as positive as possible. But the number of feet of climb, the wind, the heat, it's tough. But we're honored. We're going to do our very best.
Last year when you came across, when you're coming down to Lee Drive and you know that you're going to finish the race.
Yes.
What was the feeling?
It was surreal. That final last hump, so to speak, to the finish line, I bent over to give my daughter love and congratulate her, because she was tough to endure this fabulous event, and she was right there with me, total partner.
So if people are out on the course on Saturday, Liza obviously loves ice. And so do you find that at the aid stations, that the aid station people know and they have ice ready for Liza?
Yes, that's been very kind of the Ironman entity and many events. So Yes, if anybody, even a spectator on the course, you have a cup of ice, toss it to Liza. She'll love it.
Nutrition, besides that, it's one. I think it's obviously easier on the run than it is on the bike. How do you handle that?
Well, we're both fat-adapted athletes due to brain injury, and ironically, I personally endured a brain surgery.
How long ago was that?
Well, I was diagnosed with brain cancer a year prior to the car accident.
Oh my God.
So the same neurosurgeon that saved Liza's life, after I took her home, removed a non-cancerous tumor in my brain. So we are keto athletes. We eat very simple, high protein, high fat. So we have a little different system, but it works well for us.
I love it. Beth, thank you so much for being part of the CAF family. I love what you guys bring to the table. Liza, we're going to get you as much ice as you like on race day. Exactly, ice. We like ice. Poncho Man, take us out.
Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Tea and breakfast with Bob.
Thank you, Poncho Man. That is a wrap for day 4, Breakfast with Bob. Thank you to all of our guests. Definitely check out the YouTube channel. I think we've got close to 40 interviews up there, and I think you'll enjoy them all. Again, see you tomorrow.